Thank you to tonight's broadcast partners, State Bank of Canton, Main Street Bar and Grill in Canton, Canton Lockers, MCDS, and Sunfire Mercantile, HCI, and your local Pete's Huts with 2 locations in McPherson and 1 in Hillsborough.
He is going to go all the way for the touchdown. Gentlemen, boys, and girls, it's regional football playoff time. We welcome each and every one of you out there in YouTube land as you see the CG Eagles walking up. A little extra juice up here in the box tonight as it is win or go home. We welcome those of you from up in Marshall County at the Frankfort Wildcats as they come to town, take on the Canton-Galva Eagles in this regional playoff matchup. Going to be a great one. Going to be a great one. We can't wait. Frankfort coming in, 2 losses on the season to the number 1 team in the nation, in the state, and the number 2 ranked team in the state. So Frankfort is a very, 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 very solid opponent. We see a lot of their fans have made the trip, not sitting in the bleachers, but lining the sidelines. It's going to be a great one. I'm jacked. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night for football here Friday night. It's November. And I welcome into the booth tonight a guy that's got one of those things around his finger that says I'm a state champion. A guy that went all the way through high school with a 4.0. A guy that now makes a living flying an airplane and talking on a microphone just a little bit. Talking about my man Keaton Littrell. Keaton, welcome into the broadcast here tonight.
Oh, thank you. It's absolutely a great time up here, especially tonight. Like you said, there's a lot of extra juice here. You know, this early in playoffs, you normally don't get a matchup as big as this. This is huge. The Canton-Galva Eagles versus the Frankfort Wildcats tonight. Like you said, Frankfort only has 2 losses on the season, both to undefeated opponents. So we got a big one tonight. Obviously, Canton-Galva 1 loss at the beginning of the season to Little River. So big game tonight.
Absolutely. We're going to bring you the starters right here. Number 2 and 3, Leighton Woody, the senior. He's not slow.
No.
Folks from Frankfort, you're going to learn this guy's name. Number 3, Lane McManus. He is fast. Here's QB1, number 5, one more senior, Jaden Ediger. By the way, he's not slow either. Hey, how about a freshman, number 21, Custom Champ.
Number 22, Wyatt Collins.
And part of the Collins duo, number 22, Wyatt Collins.
Number 33, Noah Collins.
Here's the other part of the duo, number 33, Noah Collins, big little brother Noah.
Number 52, Dylan Cherry.
Hey, Dylan Cherry getting a start tonight, a senior as well.
And number 57.
And here's another fella, a senior. They call him the Iceman, Mr. Ison Marston. There's your Eagle starters. Hey, folks, while we got you here, we're about 8 minutes away from kickoff. If you haven't got on the Facebook, if you haven't got on the Twitter, if you haven't got on the text messages, get on the phone, do whatever you got to do. Invite your friends to come listen in, watch this broadcast, as it's going to be a good one, a barn burner we do expect here tonight as the Eagles take on the Wildcats. And we are going to step aside for just a moment here as Miss McKenna and her pep band bring us our national anthem.
By the Canton-Galva Pep Band under the direction of Miss Megan McKenna. Thank you, Eagle Pep Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like the old national anthem performed by a bunch of high school kids underneath the Friday night lights. Winner go home. The Frankfort Wildcats showing up in their Ohio State look-alike unis. They are slick, by the way. Coming in here, made the 100-and-some-mile trip. Going to do some work. We do expect them. Their best win, in my mind, on the season is over Chase County, 38-20. Hey, I want to take a chance right now to welcome our friends at Main Street Bar and Grill down here, right here on Main Street of Canton. Think they've got us on every single TV. So we welcome you folks watching down there, getting some hot eats, cold drinks. We're going to get you popcorn ready, folks. I'm guessing there's a watch party or two up there in Marshall County. Welcome you guys as well. We're going to go ahead and get this out of the way right now. We are two CG alums. We are going to be a wee bit biased towards the home team. If you don't like that, that's fine. The broadcast, the video has been spectacular throughout this whole season. That's thanks to HCI and their ability to bring us the Wi-Fi and the internet out here, so we thank them for that. But the video is going to be great. The audio, it's going to be questionable even if you're an Eagle fan. But if you're a Wildcat fan and you don't like what you're hearing, it's pretty cool. Technology is an awesome thing. You can simply hit the mute button and just watch all night long, as this one is going to be a good one. And the Wildcats doing a little something unorthodox, as they have a circle out there behind their captains. We go in here for the coin toss. I talked to a few fellas about this game. They said, watch their quarterback. He's good, like really good.
Yeah, I know Frankfort has a bunch of athletes being able to put up scores. Like you said, went over Chase County. That's not a small feat there. Chase County had a pretty solid team this year. Look for them to definitely have some athletes on the Frankfort Wildcats.
Yeah, and kind of, a little bit, you can't see it here as we got the video on the captains out there for the coin toss. But Eagle Nation not quite showing up here on a gorgeous, gorgeous Friday evening. A little bit shocking to me, as CG's been extremely great at supporting this high school and all athletics here. 6 o'clock kick, maybe not everybody knew that. Again, I said Frankfort traveled well. They're not sitting in the bleachers. Mom's dad's a little nervous over there on the sidelines, standing on the sidelines, cheer on these Wildcats. Here we go with the coin toss. Looks like the Wildcats won the toss and have elected to receive. So we will see what happens here. Canton-Galva has used a plethora of kickers. Everything. Lane McManus even kicked off last game. They have a weapon in number 2 in his right foot. He can kick the football, kicks it quite well. Got the wind at his back. I anticipate Canton-Galva come off of the opening season loss to Little River. Leighton Whitty left absolutely everything out there, including maybe his lunch on that football field. The coaches have had to kind of figure out how to play him, maybe not let him have every single snap, as he gives it all on every single snap. And so they've been taking him off on the kickoffs. I have to think that that's the reason. Yeah. I'm guessing tonight isn't the night for that to happen.
No, when you hit playoffs, if you got a kicker that can just put it into the end zone every time, that's really what you want to do, because come playoffs, every team's got that weapon. Obviously, Canton-Galva has Lane McManus. It's looking like Frankfort's going to put back maybe number 14, Ty Smith, as that might be their weapon. And number 6, Lane
Lewizo, I believe, is correct. Lewizo is how we were told that is enunciated. We apologize, moms, dads, grandmas, aunts, uncles. If we get one wrong, well, we're sorry. We usually try and get with somebody from the opposing team to give us some enunciations. We still mess them up, so we're just here to watch football. Whitty is going to kick for the Eagles. Lewizo back deep for, I'm going to call them the Ohio State Buckeyes at some point in the evening. Slick-looking unis. Whitty gets a hold of this one and puts it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's not really like Whitty to do that.
No, but he hasn't been kicking for the Eagles. See what Coach Anderson does here. He backs him up and says, kick it again. No, it looks like he's just going to trot the offense out there. And the Wildcats will take over. It's not a 5-yard penalty. It's kind of a interesting situation, in my opinion, here, as if they accept the penalty and make them re-kick, it's a 5-yard penalty. If they accept it from the end of the kick, essentially, it's a 10-yard penalty.
Yep. Frankfort to get the ball here at the 25-yard line.
Loizo out to the left as the lone wide receiver.
Quarterback's going to be number 12, Wes Anderson.
Hey, we can surely not get that one wrong.
No, that one's pretty easy.
Anderson set to throw here. He's got Loizo wide open, working on the freshman Champ. First down is going to be gained by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Eagle defense left a lot of cushion there. Look for them to maybe scoot that up. If not, there might have been some miscommunication there in coverage, as we really didn't have a guy guarding them there, giving them a free 10 yards, as it'll be another 1st and 10 for the Frankfort Wildcats here.
Yeah, and Champ's an athlete, but 14 years old.
Yeah, and
right, going up against a kid that's probably 18 here, saying 2 wideouts now, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Number 10, Armstrong in the backfield beside Wes. Fake's going to be to him. Going to throw again to Loizo. But he fitted up and then ran out of bounds. Whitty finally gets him out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be short. Going to give him 6 on the play.
Yeah, 6 on the play there. Eagles are going to have to play him a little closer. I mean, that's –
which this has been the MO, okay? You don't want to go against the Collins brothers. They're good. Like, really good at stopping the run. Big Dylan Cherry up there on the nose as well. And then recent games we've seen teams try and pick on the defensive backs of the Eagles. Canton-Galva has been royally blessed, putting 2 D1 guys out there the last few years. As this ball is going to be complete to number 33, Olson. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, Frankfort coming out early with a good passing game here, if they've completed every single one.
Yeah, Wes Anderson at the cue, looking solid there, and has kudos to this O-line for the Wildcats, because he has not even been remotely rushed.
Yeah.
Of course, getting it out of his hand pretty quick. The Eagles are going to have to dial up a little something. 2 wide receivers to the right. Loizo in the backfield. Man goes in motion. The pitch is to Loizo. Champ able to get enough on him, and then the rest of the Eagles there. Looks like a gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, Loizo is proving to be their guy, number 6, making all kinds of plays on the offensive side of the football already here on this first drive.
Yeah, the junior, number 6, Loizo, good-looking specimen, is he.
Be 2nd and 6 here for Frankfort.
Ball's going to be at the 28-yard line. Eagles, again, their front line is a solid front line, unable so far to put any pressure on this Wildcats offense. Wide receivers right and left. Pass again here. Dial up a blitz. Whitty misses in the backfield. Anderson now looks to Loizo. He breaks free. We're going to have a flag here. Going to guess that's a DPI. So that one won't matter.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the white hat is looking over towards the Frankfort sideline, which would indicate that it's against the Eagles. Pass interference against the defense is the call. That one is going to be declined. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
It'll be 1st and goal from the
For Frankfort. Frankfort looking solid here. Whitty just missed on the blitz. Coach Ted Regier dialed one up. Left Custom alone out there because of the blitz. Unable to connect in the backfield. Credit to Anderson as we have a give here. Well played there by Mr. Collins.
Yeah, and that's something that this Eagle defense has honestly been really good at this year, is making those red zone stops. I don't look for them to give up here one bit. I look for them to turn up the juice, get hot here, and try to make that stop, as we now have Frankfort with 2nd down and goal here. at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, loss of 2 on that play. Senior White Collins, the
6-yard line.
stopper for the Eags. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Anderson's got Loizo to his right, kind of in a slot position. He's going to throw it here. Nobody's open. Anderson's keeping the play alive in the backfield here. Now throws it out of bounds. Had a man over there. We got a flag here at the 3-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
That should be an offensive lineman downfield.
Yeah, either offensive. It's got to be offenses of some sort.
He's looking to march it off. I don't know that you don't decline this. Depends if it's a 5 or a 10-yarder. It's going to be pass interference on the offense. So that's a 10-yard penalty, but it'll remain second down.
Yeah.
It'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
So it should be from the 12-yard line. Oh, they're marking it back.
Will be second and goal.
That's a 15-yarder.
Wildcats.
I stand corrected.
6 back to the 21-yard line.
So that's a huge shot right in the foot by this Wildcats offense. But, hey, they've got just second down, so they've got 3 to get there. It's obviously 4-down territory, basically about anywhere on the football field in 8-man football. Most underused person on the football team is the punter. Anderson set to throw. Got all time, finds Loizo, makes 2 guys miss, but virtually a 1-yard gain there.
Anderson's pass to Loizo.
So great coverage downfield.
Number 57, Isom
Yeah, originally coming in there to blow that one up was number 33, Noah Collins, hitting himself on the head. Definitely wanted that one back, as that could have been a big collision there. Great job by Frankfort to shake off a couple guys before eventually coming down for 3rd down and 21 here.
Hey, it's 3rd and goal from the 21. This Eagles crowd is silent. Not the home field advantage that the Eagles are looking for. Wes Anderson steps back to pass, setting up a screen here. Well played by the Eagles. Makes a few guys miss. Gets the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line. McManus, the tackler. Trent Harden was the fellow that received that pass, that screen pass. So it's 4th and goal from the 11 for Frankfort. There's been 2 missed passes, but under pressure on both of those. Joey Ratzliff looking over here to the sideline saying, hey, let's get jacked up. The senior, number 16, was supposed to be in Indianapolis or on his way home from Indianapolis. He said, I'm coming home to play football. Wes Anderson drops back to pass. He's got a man coming across the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone. That is number 33, Carter Olson, with the touchdown reception for the Wildcats. It was a great throw there by Wes Anderson. Had time again. Puts it right on his helmet.
Yeah, Eagles had a couple defenders in the area. Just great physicality by the receiver and not going down until he was in the end zone. I guess he never went down, but fighting his way into the end zone and not going down before it.
Look, Carter Olson's lucky he caught that football. If he didn't, it was going to get stuck in his face mask.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson put a hit on him. Great pass. Man goes in motion. That's Loizo. They're going to give it to him. He's looking to pass here. Going to be well incomplete there. So we have seen shootouts before where two-point conversions matter extremely much.
We've been on the wrong end of that one time this year, and I'm sure I know that Shelby Hoppus does not want that to happen again. 2-point conversions are huge in 8-man football. So for the Eagles, that's a little bit of a momentum burst there, stopping that 2-point conversion, coming in up, opening offensive drive, just all sorts of energy here for Canton-Galva and to respond to that great Frankfort Wildcat offensive drive that we just saw.
Hey, if you're head coach Nick Anderson for the Frankfort Wildcats, what are you going to do here? Because I can tell you he's going to be back deep for the Eagles. It's going to be number 3. He's got him a gold medal around his neck, says I'm faster. Me and 3 of my buddies are faster than anybody else at the 4x1. So what do you do here?
Yeah, if you have the guy, put it in the end zone. If you can do that, just put it in the end zone. If you don't have that consistency every time, I would drop it about the 20-yard line. Just kind of hit that gap in front of Lane, as sometimes there is a big gap depending on where they line up second level.
Hey, a little different look here.
Yeah, definitely a different look here, kind of preventing that.
Yeah,
I would try to, if I were them, I'd either put it in the end zone or try to put it in the middle of all four. But
the
we'll
Collins brothers lined up at the 25. Lead blockers here, 100% different look in this kickoff. It's playoff time. It's win or go home. Coach Happ is saying we're just going to go ahead and roll everything out right here. We know Frankfort's a very good opponent. Frankfort does exactly what we think they're going to do.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be covered up. In on the recovery is number 66, the freshman Jackson Nightingale gathers up the onside kick. The Eagles will take over at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that's great offensive. What am I thinking? Oh, field
position.
Field position, man.
That's the terminology. The terrible spot. I mean, it's 2 yards, not a big deal, but that's a terrible spot by the stripes.
Yeah, words can be difficult.
And then he backs it up another 8 inches. So, whatever. McManus to the right of Edgar. Edgar looks to throw here. Misses Whitty, goes right off of his hands. It'll be second down 10. In on the coverage for the Wildcats, number 14, Ty Smith. A little bit interesting to see this with the weapons, with the wheels in number 3. We got some stats around this outfit someplace.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Look
There
at
you go.
this. Maybe.
Behind Edgar is number 3, Lane McManus, playing running back here. Whitty in motion, going to hand off to McManus up the middle. Pushing to the outside. That is number 33 of Carter Olson making the stop.
Yeah, and frankly, just not giving up on it. McManus, throughout the season, has broken free from that. Still manages to pick up 4 yards as he was hit at the line of scrimmage. But
yeah, it looked like that was an inside run design that just wasn't there. McManus chose to shoot to the outside, was able to pick up what he could. Going to be 3rd and 6 here after a gain of 4 yards.
McManus only averages 14 yards per carry.
Only.
I mean, I think that's good. As we're going to have a false start, but they're not going to call it here. Whitty went in motion, kind of tripped. Thought he was in trouble here. He's trying to get to the edge, doesn't do it. Going to be ran out of bounds. Be a first big decision for Coach Hoppus as it's 4th down and 3.
Yeah, you got to go for it. I mean,
this one has, except for the Eagles like to keep it on the ground, but it has the makings of a 58-52 type of football game.
yeah.
We do have a play clock. It's down to 11. Lane, Collins, Whitty gets the direct snap. He's going to find a way right up the middle. Hey, how about the big fellas up front doing work? The linemen don't get enough credit. That one was 100% on the big fellas. Coach Paramore used to call them the Hogs.
Yeah, great play up there by the Eagles. Great job up front. And also great job in Lane McManus, able to make that jump cut and find a hole to pick up those much-needed yards for the Eagles here.
Edgar back in at Q. McManus behind him, 2 wide receivers to the left. That's Whitty far out. He was in the slot. We're going to pitch it out to McManus. He's on the left side. Going to be ran out of bounds by number 14, Ty Smith. Can pick up about 7 on the play.
Yeah,
Leighton Whitty, by the way, in case you're wondering what his average is, it's 14 as well.
Yeah, both have the ability to break out and make a huge play. Yet to see it tonight, but I'm sure we will see it.
2nd down, 4 to go. Eagles moving it here. Both teams have converted to 4th down already. Give is to McManus. Stiff arm doesn't work. Number 24, Trent Harden, the tackler for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great job there by Trent Harden and shedding his offensive lineman, finding the football. As it's been a battle up front here.
Yeah, and the Eagles, to me, appear to have maybe a size advantage on that front line. But in 8-man football, that's not that big of a deal. It's whoever's got the speed can shed a block. As the play clock now at 14, Eagles get to the line of scrimmage. 3-3 stacked look for the Wildcats. Pass wide open is Whitty.
Eggers pass to Whitty is
Olsen, the tackler for the Wildcats. But frankly, if Edgar could put a little air underneath that one and let Whitty run underneath it, that's 6 because there was nobody there. Layton had to wait on that ball to get to him. Great play nonetheless. First down for the Eagles.
Yeah, 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line here.
First and 10 from where, Dylan? 12.
Custom Champ wide out to the right. Layton Whitty to his left. Now goes in motion. Snap and the give to McManus. He's got a hole right up the middle. He's going to be tackled by number 10, Brock Armstrong. Picks up, let's give him 7. 2nd down, 3 to go. The Eagles can pick up a first down before they get to the end zone.
Yeah, Eagles receivers are going to have to be a little careful there, as I almost think there might have been a false start by 21 Custom Champ on that play. Just looking a little antsy with the motions and getting lined up. Definitely some nerves into this big playoff game, but those potentially could get called.
Eagles trail 6-0. Give here. Stiff arm. Breaks a tackle. Does Whitty. But looks like probably a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah,
just give him a loss of 1.
Number 7, Henry Ketter, able to meet him and get him out of bounds there.
3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and these 2 Eagles runners in Whitty and McManus not used to this. Obviously, Frankfort's got a little more speed than what they're used to and a little more strength. That stiff arm has typically worked if he even needed it, as Whitty's been able to just get to the edge and get upfield. Frankfort here, obviously we knew it coming in. Everybody knew it coming in. And their only 2 losses are to the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in the state of Kansas. Give here to McManus up the middle. He makes a cut. He's going to find the end zone. Lane McManus, and that should be 15 yards. That should be a penalty, as he was checked up 5 yards deep and gets tackled in the end zone. The stripes do not call that. I am shocked by that, as Lane was standing up looking for the ref and gets tackled. Nonetheless, the State Bank of Canton bring you that Lane McManus touchdown. State Bank of Canton reminding you to soar to success with your friends at the State Bank of Canton. I bet we got that one dialed up on the HCI instant replay after this 2-point try.
Yeah, this is obviously Frankfort missed their 2-point try, so this, if the Eagles can convert, that'll put them up 2 early. As we're going to see.
Going to look to pass here, and he's wide open. Can he get it to him? And he does. 2 points for the Eagles. Whitty to Collins.
Yeah, number 22, Wyatt Collins, the tight end there on the route. Great play. And those are exactly what you want. You want to get those 2-point conversions. As we've seen, they are so important.
So Frankfort tried the halfback to pass, and it was well incomplete. The Eagles try it and complete it. So if you're Coach Hoppus and the crew over there, you got to like that. Hey, how about an HCI instant replay as we watch the big fellas up front do some work here. Great blocks. Look at the trap block there. Lane McManus reads it, gets into the end zone. And I apologize. I was upset at the refs. Number 14, he just kind of got tangled up. It was well deep into the end zone, but he had his hands on him, and it looks like their feet just got tangled up. I thought he trucked him from our angle. Did not. So understand why the refs didn't throw that one. That's on me. That's my first of many mistakes of the evening. We got just a short break here. Again, we want to give a shout-out to our friends at Main Street Bar and Grill. Hey, tomorrow night, there's going to be a little party up there.
Oh, yeah?
We got a little live entertainment. Tomorrow in Canton is what they call the Halloween Hangover.
Oh, yeah.
That's a demolition derby out at the fairgrounds. Starts at 3 o'clock, and then the after party at Main Street Bar and Grill. Whitty's set to kick. His last kick went out of bounds. See if he can't do a little something better here. Put this one into the end zone, make the Wildcats start at the 15. He got the majority of that one. He's going to pressure on, dial up a blitz that didn't hit home. Loizo is how we were told to give here to the aforementioned Loizo. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage by Mr. Collins, the Wyatt variety. 2 yards on the play for the Wildcats.
Yeah, bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Wildcats.
And 8 for the Wildcats. There's 2
Second down, 8. First down run. I think that's the first time we've seen that. Obviously just the second series here for the Wildcats. Again, in my opinion, we haven't seen them get on the scales but the Eagles a little heavier up front than the Wildcats. Airing it out here on the fade route. Broken up beautifully by Lane McManus.
That was dangerous as number 24, Trent Harden, was wide open. If he would have caught that ball, it would have been 6. Lane McManus coming in from behind, diving to knock that ball down.
Edgar got beat. He got beat wide open. Lane McManus closed a gap that didn't look like anybody could close. Gets there, breaks it up. Here we go with an HCI instant replay.
Yeah,
Edgar over here on the right side. Got his eyes in the backfield. Lane McManus, yes, sir.
Yeah, you almost think there might have been some miscommunication there as Edgar seemed to be passing the guy off behind him. Maybe he thought there was someone else behind him. Maybe McManus was supposed to be kind of shaded over on that side. Nonetheless, it worked. 3rd down here for Frankfort. Going to step back to pass again.
Broken up once again. Did he pick it off? I don't think so. There's no way that he did.
No.
Custom Champ, the freshman. If he picks that off, that's a left-handed, one-handed grab. I don't think that there's any way that any human could have made that play. But what a hey, if we can dial up another HCI instant replay, because that's a freshman highlight right there.
Yeah, once again, these past 2 plays have just been 50-50 kind of plays, and Canton-Galva came on the right side of it both times. Great defense here by the Eagles, as there's a big 4th down right here. As they're going to
and punt formation.
In punt formation. That is almost
blocked. Going to go out of bounds. Oh, stays in bounds and going to trickle down to the 29-yard line. So Loizo, obviously, there I do everything.
Yeah.
Got him a nice roll on that. Punt. Eagles not able to return it. But what has been a little bit questionable is the secondary of this Canton-Galva defense. Back-to-back amazing plays. One by the senior, one by the freshman.
Absolutely.
That has got to feel great if you're head coach, head defensive coordinator Teddy Regier, about your squad and a little pep in the step of the red team.
Yeah, especially after that first drive where Frankfort kind of marched it down the field using their passing game, as we're going to see Edgar keep it, run up the middle with gain of about 11 yards. Great play by Edgar, finding the hole and getting the first down.
Yeah, Caden Combs a tackler, but not until Edgar reaches the midfield stripe. 3 minutes and ticking here, just 8-6 the score. Not what the Eagle fans are used to. Credit this. This is a good Frankfort football team.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a really good Frankfort football team. Eagles going to pass here. Whitty juggles it just a little bit, get a stiff arm. Oh, he got rolled up kind of weird, but he's all right. Hops up. He was defended by number 7, Henry Ketter. 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, you could tell Leighton wanted to make a cut inside, and Henry Ketter said that's not going to happen and pulled him straight down. Great defense there, but also great job by Whitty to get that ball in and make some yards.
And apparently the Eagles fans were tailgating out in the parking lot at the kick, as they have pretty well filled this stadium up, doubled the amount of heads in the stands as there was at the start of the kick. Whitty's going to pass, Edgar's going to pass again as he finds a tight end once more.
Yeah, 22 Wyatt Collins essentially wide open on that play. A little bit low of a pass. Great job by Collins to kind of reach down and get it and pick up the yards. First down and 10, Eagles.
Well, we can't tell if we need the air conditioner on up here or not, as it's a beautiful Friday night. Kick it on, get cooled off, turn it off. There's a lot of hot air being shed around up here. It's 8-6, 144. We got the football game. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I just have that feeling about it.
Yep.
Whitty goes in motion. Now he goes behind the backfield here. Gives going to be to McManus right up the middle. Lowers his shoulder. He's going to be brought down by number 35. That's Ole Martin Zwei, I guess. Sorry to those folks from Frankfort. I don't know.
Second and 8. Yep. Result of the play is 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
Eagles have the ball. 2nd down, 8 to go. Low snap here. Edgar gets it, flips it out to McManus. He's on the left side. He's going to be dragged out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was number 10, Brock Armstrong. Almost batted that one down behind the line of scrimmage, as I think that ball just missed his hand. So great job by Brock. That's just definitely something the Eagles are going to have to be ready for, as he's got quite the wingspan there and almost batted that one down.
So the jumbo package here is the Eagles trot on freshman Jackson Nightingale. I say that tongue-in-cheek. He's not a very big fella yet, but he's a pretty darn good athlete. Gives going to beat him. McManus right up the middle. The jumbo package. McManus lowers his shoulder, gets the ball all the way down to the 7-yard line.
10 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
I believe that was number 10, Armstrong, again, the tackler for the Wildcats. It'll be first and goal from the 9.
First and goal for the Eagles from the Wildcat 9.
Custom Champ now back in for the Eagles. He's the wide receiver to the right. Leighton Whitty, wide receiver to the left. Lane McManus in the backfield with Jaden Ediger. Oh, it is Leighton. That's why I said that, because he's got the football. He's going to get it down to about the 3-4 yard line.
Whittaker on the keeper, brought down by number 30, Combs.
Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, at the quarter, we might have a little disruption as we're going to try and get a little faster network to you here, switch over. So if you see a little disruption, just stay with us. We'll be back hopefully by the time the second quarter comes around.
Your Eagles 8 and the Wildcats 6.
Well, so far we haven't seen any disruption on our screen, so we're going to talk right through this quarter break. We're going to give a shout-out to a few of our sponsors that make this broadcast happen. Obviously, Canton-Galva broadcasting crew. We've got cameras all over the place. I haven't seen the drone flying yet, but that wouldn't be possible without some of the people that fork over a little cash to this program, like Pizza Hut, with 2 locations in McPherson and 1 in Hillsboro. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut.
Nobody.
I mean, absolutely nobody.
Just can't do it. It's not possible.
Hey, we want to thank Canton Lockers, Joe Allen up there at Canton Lockers. We talk about it on this broadcast. You might get sick and tired of hearing it. I really don't care, because we eat beef here in Kansas. And the best beef is at Canton Lockers, Joe Allen. Hey, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. It's about time to get your prime rib and get it aging, and then serve that delicious prime rib on Thanksgiving. Nobody cares about the turkey. Nobody's ever talked about how good the turkey was at Thanksgiving. But if you bring in a prime rib and you bring it from Joe Allen at Canton Lockers, I promise you, all the family's going to be bragging for months.
Yeah, they might even come back for next year.
Yeah. You could even talk politics.
Maybe.
You can talk about Taylor Swift and
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Mama Kelce and everyone.
Yeah.
All the celebrities nowadays.
Only if you're eating prime rib from Joe Allen at Canton Lockers. Hey, it's second down, goal to go for Canton-Galva. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Now McManus goes in motion, fake to him. That was Whitty. Ball's going to be defended, and they're going to say broken up out of bounds. So well defended there by number 30, Caden Combs. It'll be third down and goal to go for the Eagles.
Yeah, obviously up here we don't have a great angle. I was just impressed that he was able to kind of pull that ball in as it appeared he caught it with his fingertips. Just must have been out of bounds when he finally pulled it in. Third down and goal here for the Eagles.
Way to trust your wide receiver there by Edgar.
Yeah.
Put it on him because he was well defended, blanketed there by Combs of the Wildcats.
Yeah, I kind of thought Edgar would have looked to run that as they had that play well covered. Able to kind of get the ball in there, though.
Lead QB run here. Sit your foot in the ground and find the end zone. Does not do it, though. Going to be ran out of bounds at about the 1.5 yard line.
The officials got him just short of the end zone.
Several Wildcats over there to make sure that Woody did not find the end zone.
They have him a whole 2 yards short. I saw him closer to the 1, maybe even inside the half. So it's not just a gimme play here for the Eagles. They're going to have to draw up something here.
Yeah, Edgar
like
comes
to
back
attack
in.
with the outside run. You could even throw it to Collins here.
So far, the Eagles have looked good right up the middle.
Yeah.
And they've got the size advantage here Of course, you don't like it from the shotgun. I don't like it from the shotgun. Going to pitch out here. Going to fake the throw. Woody's going to try and find it. Gets to the pylon. He did. He got there. He hit the pylon with the football. That's all that matters. Touchdown, Canton-Galva.
Yeah, and he may have got the wind knocked out of him at the end of the play. Hope that's all that is, as he is slow getting up.
Bank of Canton brings us that touchdown, as we're all more worried about the Eagle ball carrier, Leighton Whitty. I do believe, just the way he's acting, I'm with you. I think he lands on the football. It takes the air right out of your lungs. And as much air as there is here tonight, he just simply can't find any.
Yeah, when that happens, that you just kind of got to take your moment and regain your bearings, and then pretty soon he'll be back out and ready to go. So
here's an HCI instant replay right here as a pitch to Leighton Whitty. Dives for the pylon, lands on the football right there in his midsection. You can see it. He brings you that State Bank of Canton touchdown, puts the Eagles up 14-6 with a 2-point conversion pending. He trots over. He found some air to go in the old lungs. Yeah, he's there. He puts a water ball right there at the base of his sternum. Says, that's where I landed on it, Coach. Teddy says, you all right? Yes, sir, I'm fine. Hurry up and get your air because you need to go kick a football.
Yeah, in the backfield is number 22, Wyatt Collins. I believe that's Lane McManus playing quarterback.
Yeah, lead run here. Just simply it, and I think
Lane could have shuffled over to the left
and followed the lead there. But
it never hurts to lower your shoulder into somebody, I guess. Great run there by Lane McManus, and great blocking by 22 Wyatt Collins.
And the big fellows in front of him.
Absolutely.
So, the score is 16-6, but here's my takeaway so far. The Eagles can own the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I think anytime they need 2 or 3, I think they've got it. I'm not saying it's as good as the Eagles tush-push out there, but so far the big fellows up front are able to get what they need to get, they're giving Edgar, not that they've sat back there in the back of the pocket and thrown it much, but he's got the time, and that looked really good. That 2-point punch in looked good.
Yeah, it did. And looking at Frankfort on their last offensive drive, obviously they tried passing a little bit like they did on their first drive, and Eagles were able to defend it a little better. Ultimately still had some guys open, so I don't see them going away from that passing game, as I feel that's definitely one of their big strengths and ways that they can kind of take advantage of the game and get some yards and put some points on the board.
Great to see Whitty back in the football contest for the Eagles. He's going to kick it. Yeah, we talked about the Eagles able to come up with 2 great pass breakups. Last year they set a record for interceptions in the state of Kansas, as well as interceptions returned for touchdowns. This one's going to go out of bounds. So that'll give the Wildcats the football at the 25.
Yep.
And not that that's a big deal. I mean, it's 10 yards. But you just saw, this crowd was into it, and a yellow flag takes a little bit of air out of it. The Wildcats, I thought they were going to go straight to the line of scrimmage, which we hadn't seen. Quarterback Wes Anderson looks over to the sideline, gets the play call, got the fellas huddled up, tight huddle. Oh, thank you. So hopefully your feed is slightly better at home, as we were able to get switched over to the HCI fiber. Fake here, going back to the air is Anderson. He's got his man wide open, and he overshoots him by just a little bit.
Yeah, and that's like kind of the third play we've seen like that, where they just have a guy wide open and it just doesn't quite work. Those potentially, very potentially could start connecting, and that's something that the Eagles are going to have to dial in and really take care of, as that can be a real weapon for the Frankfort Wildcats.
I say that 6. Probably wasn't 6, but that was a huge play. Lane McManus was closing. I'm going to guess there's not a lot of 8-man athletes that can run as fast as Lane McManus can.
No, I can't.
No, sir. Pass once again. They're unable to finish. I think that was Edgar.
Yeah,
that missed.
Yeah, Edgar's wanting that one back, as that was just – open field tackles can be hard, especially on athletes like that. You just got to get low and wrap them up.
Yeah, and you almost wonder if the big hit that obviously starts at the NFL that they've taken out of the game is it almost looked like Edgar was just sitting back waiting for him to catch it and then go try and make a stick on it, and frankly, he just whiffed.
Yeah, you
looks like me trying to hit a baseball.
Frankfort here, 1st and 10.
Pass once again, quick pass here. Breaking it back inside, now going the wrong direction is Olsen.
Yeah, that's going to be
and then a terrible block in the back.
Yeah.
Anderson's pass to Olsen is complete.
Yeah, that was right in your living room, folks.
And that honestly wasn't needed, as those yards would have been gained without that block, as that was a blatant block in the back, unfortunately, for the Frankfort Wildcats. Going to back them up.
Yeah, we just mentioned taking that big hit out, and the comeback block has been taken out of the game. And safety is extremely key. We understand why it's been taken out of the game. That's a huge, huge, huge rut row by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a momentum killer. Canton-Galva needs to take advantage of this, as the crowd is pretty quiet. Look for them to really want to hop on opportunities like this and get the momentum on your side, because momentum is huge in a close game like this.
Yeah, 10-point contest in the quarter of a way through second period.
Yep.
The Wildcats break the huddle with 10 to go on the play clock. Split wide receivers left and right. One guy in the backfield, too. Now he goes in motion. That's number 10, Armstrong. Going to look to throw here. Going to be sacked. They're going to call that an incomplete pass.
Yep.
And we just talked about safety. I don't like that. He was set up to be, that really the white hat needs to blow that dead, as he was a sitting duck there. And if you bring Big Wyatt or Noah Collins there with that quarterback sitting there, and he's got that in the back of his mind that, hey, we're going to let him play, that is a situation there where his shoulder pads no longer fit like they're supposed to.
Yeah. Nonetheless, whistle wasn't blown. Great job by the quarterback to get that one off, as it saved him probably about 6 yards.
Just two down linemen for the Eagles here. Now we have a stoppage of play, as we're going to have a timeout by the Wildcats. And now the CG fans come to their feet and get to make a little noise. Hey, I want to talk about another one of our sponsors. That's MCDS. That's McPherson County Disability Support, serving those with disabilities since 1974. What a great service they provide for not only McPherson County, but some of the surrounding counties as well. Those folks make a lot of goods. Those goods are sold at the Sunflower Mercantile. So handmade candles and other goods right there on Main Street in McPherson at Sunflower Mercantile. Go look them up. Support those with some disabilities, and they'd be glad to see you, and you'll be glad that you went in.
We got 6, but tonight we got 2 with no fear. Put it on, Emma Anderson.
Well, our cheerleaders, several of them are at FFA. So just 2 cheerleaders here tonight for the Eagles. Pep band's a little bit reduced as well. Those folks are traveling home. Mentioned Joey Ratzliff, number 16. He's the center, sometimes defensive back for the Eagles. Was supposed to be on the stage as he won a national award. Here, play resumes. Anderson's going to go down this time.
Anderson is sacked by
Whitty.
Whitty.
But really, Anderson kind of slipped there as he tried to set his feet. And I think may have gotten lucky, because if he sets his feet,
he was getting hit.
And that ball may have popped out. So third and extremely long here. Looks like about 23 for the Wildcats. Not what you want if you're head coach Anderson, out of a timeout there to see your quarterback get sacked. Oh, HCI working for you right here with the instant replay. Going down. Good pressure up front by the Eagles. 2 down linemen once again for the defense. Bunch formation tight to the right for the Wildcats. Looking to set up maybe a little bit of a screen. All kinds of time with just the 2 rushers. Streaking. Oh, and he had him. Loizo unable to haul that one in. He would like to have that one back. Loiza would like to have that one back, as it's now 4th and 23, and he will likely line up in punt formation.
Yeah, the last punt we saw for him was almost blocked. So that's definitely something to be looking for on your screen, a potential Canton-Galva block. Also, they need to be ready for the fake here, as it's playoffs and anything goes in playoffs.
Yeah, almost once again. You don't want to touch that, buddy. That ball is going to come all the way back to the 34-yard line. The Stripes didn't see it, as the gunner for the Wildcats tried to field the punt. Yeah, now they move it back to where he did touch it. Yeah, there it is. So at the 36, yeah, it looked like he was trying to play wide receiver there. Got to remember, they're just 14 through 18 years of age. His coach will talk to him about that. Hey, buddy, we want that roll.
Yeah, Eagles get the ball on the 36-yard line. Here, 1st and 10. 9:53 left to go in the half. 2 running back.
I formation.
Yeah.
Give right up the middle.
Yeah, it's number 42, Wyatt Keller, blowing that play up in the backfield. Or maybe at the line of scrimmage, but.
Well, I said I thought the Wildcats, or the Eagles line could win the line of scrimmage. They did not there. Kudos to the Wildcats blowing that one up. 2nd down, 10 to go. Wide receiver split out wide, right and left. Big cushion over here for McWitty. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to turn upfield. It's going to be a face mask here. Face mask penalty. Tackler was number 6, Loiza. He got his hand. I think that's probably only going to be a 5-yarder, though.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. Just happened to get his hand in the wrong spot there. It happens.
Yeah, it wasn't malicious at all. Just kind of slipping down, kind of tackled. His hand went where it should go and just happened to get the face mask.
And unfortunate for him, there's a ref standing right there. So.
Face mask is the call against the Wildcats.
Yep, just a 5-yarder, but it is going to give the Eagles a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, 34-yard line. Momentum on the home team's side. Okay. I thought we were turning up our professionalism. We're going to bring us some scores from areas around here. Oh, yeah, we got a 6 o'clock kick. Everybody else is 7, so we got the early game.
Axtell's playing right now. I hear that they're up 36-0. They've already had 4 interceptions.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, so Axtell definitely a contender. I'm unsure.
Not Linden.
False start is the call against the Eagles. Back him up 5 yards.
I know Hanover is playing Lebo tonight at Lebo. Yep, as our Frankfort Wildcats Canton-Galva Eagles game does match up against the Lebo Hanover game, so the winners of those two will play each other next week.
Eagles got off the ball a little bit early. You mentioned it earlier, Keaton. They got to be careful of that. Got called for it this time. Edgar set to throw. He's got his man Whitty over there on the sidelines.
Yep.
He pushed out of bounds by number 30. Caden Combs, pickup of 10, maybe 9,
Yeah,
maybe 8. Keep backing it up. I thought he went out at the 30.
To answer the Axtell question, it sounds like they are playing Hutch Central Christian, so a opponent that Canton-Galva had played earlier in the year.
2 wide receivers to the left for the Eagles, 1 to the right. Collins in the backfield to the right of Edgar. 9 seconds on the play clock. Oh, you see it now there on the bottom. Look at you guys. Ball's on the ground. We're just going to fall on it. Is Edgar. Going to be a loss of 4 on the play. Bring it up 3rd down, 13. That one was a pretty good snap. Just took his eyes off the football, looking downfield, looking to where he was going to throw the football, and missed it. Well, what do you do here if you coach Hoppus? Eagles had all the momentum, shot themselves in the foot with a penalty, just dropped the football here on a snap.
I'm going to try to get the ball. Number 3, Lane McManus.
He's in the backfield. I would concur. Going to go out wide here. Now they're going to look for the tight end, and he misses him. Had him streaking across the middle to Collins, misses him.
Yeah, this is
This is interesting here.
I'd say this is definitely a punt situation, but I'm obviously not the coach here. With 14 to get, that's
a bit of a stretch. I'm with you guys. I probably get that, which he was open. He just missed him. Sometimes not every play works. We're going to have a timeout here by Coach Hoppus. 16-6 is your score. Again, we want to remind everyone in the listening area, even if you're up there at Frankfort, I hear that there's cars coming from Nebraska to come run at the Halloween Hangover Demolition Derby. Tomorrow, I believe they start crashing them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the after party at Main Street Bar and Grill. Live entertainment. Sam Schultz, I believe, is going to strum his guitar, sing a little live music. So that happening's going on here in Canton. Come on down from Frankfort. You used to like to crash those cars.
Yep. When I had time and money to do it. That's a lot of time and money and effort to put into cars that you're going to wreck. I hope to do it in the future sometime, just not right now.
What's the adrenaline rush?
Oh, my gosh.
How does it compare to running out on a Friday night?
To be honest, for me, it was more.
More adrenaline,
yeah,
hitting the accelerator.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles looks like they elect to go for it on 4th and 14. McManus in the shuffle motion now is set. Edgar's going to throw here. Got time. Finds Whitty. Ball's batted around and falls to the ground incomplete. Number 14, Ty Smith in coverage. Eagles give the ball up in their own territory. Well, not quite.
Yeah, right about midfield. Frankfort will get the ball about the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 here after the turnover of downs. You look for them to jump onto this opportunity and make something out of it.
Yeah, kind of obviously best field position of the night for Frankfort. Going to roll out the quarterback to the right. Anderson, he's looks for his man, got him with a toe touch, I believe, inbounds. That's number 33, Carter Olson, with a beautiful catch on the sidelines right in front of this Eagles bench. 1st down for the Wildcats. Coach Nick Anderson electing to roll that quarterback out of the pocket. Kind of cuts the field in half when you do that, but gives your man a little more time to throw the football as he's been under some pressure in the last couple of series. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 man in the backfield.
Yeah, I look for them to try to get it into number 6's hands here.
As you mentioned, and he's got blockers and a seam and a tough little move there. Gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, they're just giving – the Eagles are
they don't give him the 1st down. Beg your pardon.
The Eagles are giving Loizo a lot of cushion. Obviously know that he's a threat, but there's a fine line between too much and not enough. As if you give him too much cushion, then they can just get the ball to him quick like they did there. If you're playing too close, he's liable to burn you.
Same formation, just flipped to the other side. Loizo in the backfield, though. He gets a handoff, goes up the middle, going to pick up the 1st down. Not a lot more. Isa Marston, the tackler for the Eagles. Noah Collins is not happy. Excuse me, that was Wyatt Collins. A little frustrated there with what was going on. Not exactly sure. Now he's saying, let's get the crowd involved. Just 3 down linemen for the Wildcats here. See if the Eagles can put some pressure on. We're going to run the option, the old school option. Pitch is to Loizo. McManus, the tackler for the Eagles. Pickup of, let's give him 7 there.
Yeah. Be 2nd and 3 here.
Result of the play,
Ball's going to be at the 14-yard line. So huge, huge, huge situation here as the Eagles turn it over on downs at the 38-yard line on a 4th and 14. And now the Wildcats are driving. Again, just 3 offensive linemen for the Wildcats of Frankfort. Quick pitch out. Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
Jumping right back on it is number 24, Trent Harden. And we got an Eagle on the ground. Believe that's going to be QB1, Jaden Ediger. He's going to hop up. But that'll probably put him at the sideline for just a little bit. Joey Ratzliff's going to come in at the defensive back, senior for senior. Ediger has not made it through a football season without having a little injury, the injury bug. We call that a chronic.
To be okay. It is 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Our unofficial medical opinion is that he took a helmet deep into the muscle, gave him a little bit of a dead leg, shake it off. A little give and go, finds his man. Pass was complete to Carter Olson.
Yeah, number 3, Lane McManus, able to get in there and make that stop.
So 2nd and goal from the 3.
Yeah, 3-yard line there. 5:52 to go in the first half. Eagles 16, Wildcats 6.
But threatening.
Yeah, definitely threatening.
Trent Harden splits out wide to the left. Loizo is in that slot position. He's blocking all the way here. The give is to number 10, Brock Armstrong. He's going to be in the end zone for the touchdown for the Wildcats. Well, roll of the dice for Coach Alpus on 4th and 14.
Yep.
Came up snake eyes. See how he can get his boys to respond to that. Sometimes you got to say, hey, fellas, help us out. The ever-important 2-point conversion here is going to fake. Going to be in the end zone. I thought the Eagles had that extremely well defended, and they did. Olsen just makes a great catch.
Yeah, Olsen able to turn around and just have the ball right there, able to bring it in. So Frankfort able to make that 2-point conversion. Scores now Canton-Galva 16, Frankfort 14. As we saw, Frankfort miss their, or not complete their first 2-point conversion.
Yeah, good pass there by the sophomore, Wes
Absolutely.
Anderson.
Yeah, Wes Anderson's going to be a heck of an athlete these next 2 years.
Yeah, and you know, kudos to his mindset, too. Got quite a little moxie out there. Well, with the win, now what do you do if you coach Nick Anderson? Again, I'm with you. If you think your man can put it in the end zone, go ahead. If not,
I mean, we've already seen one onside attempt from him. You could see them try to do another one to get the ball and potentially score again before half.
Number 35, Suave, set to kick for the Wildcats. Back deep for the Eagles.
They've obviously got it in the bag if they've tried it this early.
yeah, a little different than the opening kickoff formation. The first time that the Eagles had the opportunity for a kickoff return. I'm going to kick it deep, and he got all of that one. That might get to the uprights. Did that go through?
If it didn't, it was close.
Wow. And there's a breeze, but there's not a wind.
Yeah, I could hear that impact from his foot to the ball all the way up here. That was a heck of a kick. I had a little kicking experience. It wasn't good. No. We had a lot of incidental onsides that were supposed to be into the end zone. And we got a lot of them, so.
Liddy goes in motion, Fake to him. Give is to McManus. He's cutting his way right up the middle. Going to get the ball all the way to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and that's just McManus being the athlete that he is. Mesh point wasn't great there. Kind of choppy. Lane able to make a couple cuts, find the hole, pick up 9 yards there. 2nd and 1 here for the Eagles.
Take a shot here if you're the Eagles. 2nd and 1, you expect to be able to get it if you don't get it on 2nd down here. Eagles don't do that. They give it to McManus.
McManus on the carry for the Eagles.
Brock Armstrong, the tackler. Just a short game, but enough for a first down for the Eagles.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 27.
Sure tacklers are the Wildcats. Are extremely used to. The Eagle faithful used to number 2 and number 3 breaking free of those. Unable to do so here tonight. Give again, once again to McManus, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage.
McManus on the carry for the Eagles. Right now, number 10, Armstrong for the Wildcats.
Trent Harden
2nd and 10.
and Armstrong doing work.
Yeah, Coach Hoppus there trying to get his guys fired up, especially up front.
Yeah, the old announcer jinx. I bragged on him, said I thought that they had the advantage, and since that time they've been getting manhandled. That might be a little aggressive. Ten on the play clock. Wide receivers right and left. Collins in the backfield. Direct snap was to Whitty and fitted up over there. I believe that was number 8, Cale Koch.
Stood up by number 6, Loizo.
Oh, excuse me, Loizo. My old eyes are getting the best of me.
7 to go. Result of the play, 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
Eagles stalling out just a little bit here. 3rd down, 7 to go. 3 minutes, 24 on the clock. And it's rolling.
Yeah, plenty of time left for Frankfort to make a stop and go score. Obviously, if you're Canton-Galva, you want you need a first down here.
Yeah, the Eagles will get the opening kickoff of the second half. Fake here. We're going to have a flag. Going to have a false start.
Flag on the play.
I'm not sure who that was. I'm guessing our wide receiver once again moved a little bit quick.
Yeah, that's something that's been going on that I knew was going to start getting called.
3rd down, 12 to go. 2 minutes, 57 seconds and counting on the clock. Eagles look over to the sidelines. Now we're going to have a substitution as Jackson Nightingale comes in as an extra offensive lineman. We're going to have a timeout, I'm guessing, because the clock is now at 4 seconds. Nope. Eagles do get the play off. Give to McManus. Tries to get to the edge. And he is hit by number 14, Smith. Maybe a 5-yard gain on the play, but it'll be 4th down. 7 to go. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Excuse me, the 30-yard line. They're looking over at the sideline like they're going to go for it. Dylan Cherry comes in.
Yeah, it looks like they're
going to punt here as he looks like a personal protector.
14 seconds left. This could be a time where you potentially pull out the fake if you got it.
Collins is going to punt, or in punt formation. Kind of a rainbow snap, and then a nice punt here into the wind. Hangs up there. Loizo fields it cleanly. He's going to reverse field, go over to the left side, and he is going to make it all the way to the 34-yard line. Maybe the 32. Nope. Okay, split it. 33-yard or 38-yard line.
Yeah, and Frankfort now gets the ball with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Plenty of time for them to pretty much do whatever they want to try to score on this drive going into the halftime break.
Yeah, so back-to-back stops by the Frankfort Wildcats on defense. 2 down linemen for the Eagles. Roll out here by Anderson. Ball is beautifully placed to Loizo.
Yeah, I thought Whitty could have picked that one off. Just must have got it in front of him. Bullet pass. Great pass by Wes Anderson there.
That was dangerous.
Results of the play: first down, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Eagle 26.
That was a dangerous pass that worked out beautifully for the Frankfort Wildcats. A lot of cushion given over there on the left side. Now even more. Ball's on the ground and it's going to be covered up by Wes Anderson.
Yeah, like he said, there was a lot of cushion. And guarding him is number 5, Edgar.
Yeah, trotting around on a gimpy wheel.
I mean, if I'm Frankfurt, I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah, you've seen him throw the hitch and go already. Set that up, throw a couple hitches out there, and then the hitch and go. As there's 10 yards of cushion.
Yeah, they're going straight for that.
That ball was complete to number 33, Carter Olson. Yeah, Noah Collins way over there to run him out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down, 7 to go. 95 seconds on the clock here in period number 2. Obviously, barring something major negatively for the Wildcats. They've got 2 downs to get this 7 yards. Wide receivers right and left. Brock Armstrong, fake to him. He's in the backfield. The throw out here, my words are hard, is to Loizo. He's going to get the 1st down. Remains inbounds. Ball's going to be at the 12-yard line. Once the ball is set, they'll wind the clock. This is huge for both squads here. Obviously, Wildcats have an opportunity to score going into the half, take the lead. Eagles have the opportunity to stop them, get a little of that momentum back. Lateral here to Loizo. He cuts it up the middle. And 5 red jerseys tackle him. We're going to have a timeout here. So Coach Nick Anderson calls timeout for the Frankfort Wildcats. They are threatening. They have the ball, 2nd and 6 to go at what appears to be the 8-yard line.
Yeah, like you said, this is a huge set of downs for both teams going into halftime. Obviously, Frankfort trying to get in their score, get the lead, going into half, knowing that they're going to have to kick the ball off to that explosive Canton-Galva offense to start the second half. Meanwhile, on the other side of the football, you got the Eagle defense who know that their offensive guys get to start out the half, and it's all about going into halftime with the lead here. So we'll see if the Eagles can make a stand or if Frankfort can drive in for the 6 yards or so 8 yards that they need to get.
And while we rarely see it, that kid with the foot, we might actually see. It would give him the lead. I'm just saying that it's extremely rare in 8-man football, but that kid's got a foot. Hey, real quick, one of our new partners is McManus Duplication and Fulfillment right here in Canton, Kansas. We'll talk a little bit more about them throughout this game, but we want to thank them for coming on board and being one of our partners. As Loizo goes in motion, fake to him, wide open is Anderson. He's going to get the end zone. He is going to find pay dirt, makes a man miss. So Anderson to Armstrong, 4-6 for the visiting Frankfort Wildcats. Now, they did leave 51 seconds on the clock.
That's what I was about to say. 51 seconds is a lot of time in 8-man football, and it's a lot of time for this Canton-Galva offense if they can get everything going. So Canton-Galva still has an opportunity to score. Still has 2 timeouts left as well, so they can use those to their advantage.
Right now it's just a 4-point spread. Loizo in motion, a little pirouette by the quarterback. Now pitches it. Late pitch Off the pirouette, late pitch, great pitch-man quarterback relationship there. Obviously, they have practiced that. While that was a Mahomes-type looking play by number 12, Wes Anderson, credit goes to Loizo right there for maintaining that pitch relationship because that was a no-look pitch.
Yeah, and the duo of Anderson and Loizo has proven to be a dangerous one, as those are two really good athletes who obviously have a connection out on the football field, able to go out there and make plays, as we've seen several pitches, screens, tosses, passes from Anderson to Loizo. So definitely a dangerous duo, as both of them are coming back next year.
Yeah, Loizo just a junior. Wes Anderson, the sophomore QB. No lights too bright for that young man, as he has shined so far in this first half quite well. McManus at his goal line. As Ole sets the kick. Last time he got holy Toledo, he did get this one through the uprights. Missed the uprights, but it had the distance. One has to wonder if he might not be one of those foreign exchange students.
Yeah.
With a name like that, grow up playing soccer. We may or may not have had one my senior year the same way, young man, because old buddy can kick the football.
Yeah, they have a weapon there in that kicker. As those would have been field goals from.
Whitty's going to go right up the middle. I told you they left too much time on the clock. Number 2 is going to find the end zone. No flags on the play. There was 51 seconds on the clock. Now there's 41 seconds on the clock. The Eagles regain the lead with that State Bank of Canton touchdown right up the middle. Number 2, Leighton Whitty.
Absolutely, number 2, Leighton Whitty. We've seen him do it all year. You know, it being able to just turn on the jets, make people miss, outrun guys, and that's exactly what he did there. We knew it would either be Leighton Whitty or Lane McManus, and Whitty appears to get the number first, as we see a Canton-Galva 2-point conversion.
65 yards on the play for Leighton Whitty, showing you why he's going to be picked off here. So it's going to be 22-22 with 41 seconds in the half, but showing you why he averages 14 yards a carry. It's pretty easy to boost the old average when you get 65 in one shot. How about a little HCI instant replay? Look at the lead block right there. Didn't need to do much, but did enough, and then the wheels. Then, hey, Loizo's not slow.
No, he's not.
He's gaining on him right there. We got a little sideline action right there. What camera work by this crew. Missing our head guy at home, paying attention. Trevor, we miss you, buddy. Get well soon, as obviously we didn't function quite right without you. Had a little trouble getting on the old fiber, but we got that figured out. I'm guessing somebody had to call you and get you off the flu bug so we could figure that out. But what a great production crew. We're blessed to get the headsets. They do all the work. We get the bird's eye view. 41 seconds remain in the opening half, 22-22. This is exactly what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, coming out after watching Frankfort's first drive, I knew this was going to be a shootout, as these are two really great teams. That's exactly what we're getting here. Eagles able to score in 10 seconds. Not unheard of from them, as we now – same thing, though. Frankfort Wildcats, they get the ball with 41 seconds, and their offense has shown to be electric as well, as they've potentially had 2 big pass plays that could have been 6. Definitely look for them to try to take advantage of that again.
Leighton Whitty set to kick. Loizo back deep for the Ohio State-looking Frankfort Wildcats. Kind of like that kick into the wind there. Gets the up man, number 33, Carter Olson. Going to be brought down at about the.
Olson on the return, ran out of bounds by number 33, Noah Collins.
Not sure where they're going to mark it. Looks like about 25. So Collins the tackler, 33 on 33.
Yep.
Wildcat football, 1st and 10.
36 seconds to go in this opening half. Ball game is all knotted up. The Eagles do get the football to start the second half, provided they let the big dude kick the football. They'll get it at the 15.
Yeah.
Eagle crowd comes alive a little bit. West rolls out, finds his man on the sideline, touches his toes, does number 33, Olson.
Yeah, there wasn't a defender in the area there.
No, if he can catch that and get upfield, he's got a lot of green grass in front of him.
Yeah, but he's also fighting the clock, so not the worst thing in the world to get out of bounds, but definitely could have picked up a lot more yards if it was not so close to the sideline.
Now, this is the opportunity where we might see old buddy Ole Martin come in and kick a field goal. If they can get, I'm guessing, to the 30, why not try it? Step back here to pass. Going for it all right here. He's unable to run it down. I believe that was number 24, Trent Harden, the intended receiver. Manis over there in coverage.
Yeah, Custom Champ 21, the freshman.
Wes Anderson's got an arm too, buddy.
Yeah, he does.
Like he put a little air underneath that.
Yeah, and he overthrew that one.
But with air, it wasn't like it was on a rope. He gave his man a chance to go run underneath it, just got all of it.
Yep.
Wind at his back. Third down, fake here. Little play action. Got his man wide open. Eagles contain Loizo at the 34. 20 seconds.
Result of the play, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Wildcats still have 2 timeouts, so look for them. The whole field is wide open to them. They don't need to work that sideline if they don't want to. The Eagles going to have to cover somebody.
Yeah, they're just leaving a huge cushion with the secondary on these receivers, giving Frankfort the opportunity to just get 6-7 yards without trying, really.
Fake once again. Got his man streaking up the field. He's got him, but he misses it. Oh, no. Brock Armstrong. Brock Armstrong is going to go back and tap himself on the chest and say, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, this secondary.
What a ball.
Secondary Canton-Galva's, they've had some miscommunications and maybe a little bit confusion tonight. Obviously, Brock Armstrong wishes to have that one back, as that was
what
sick,
a pass by Wes Anderson. That was all arm strength. You are correct down there, Coach. His feet were off the ground. I mentioned Patrick Mahomes a minute ago. There's only one Patrick Mahomes, but this young man is doing some things. Going to be
number 22, Wyatt Collins, able to make that tackle as there's 8 seconds left on the board. As Frankfort's head coach is
I don't know what he's unhappy with the white hat about. I think he's calling a timeout. Or no, I don't know. The white hat just walks back to the middle of the field and says, okay. But they're in the huddle with 7 seconds. 5. Oh, look at the play clock all down there. Eagle fans get very loud. Need to keep their guy in bounds. Going to have a timeout here. So 3 seconds. Now, what do you do? Obviously, we've never seen.
I mean, if they've got the field goal in them, go for it. But
they were practicing some field goals in warm-ups. This is a weapon. I mean, obviously, if this is the end of the game and you've got confidence, kick it.
Yeah.
And it looks like the back judge is at the goalpost. So I don't know if they know that the field goal's coming, but if you look out there, you see 4 referees huddled up together, and the 5th one is at the goalpost. Now, obviously, you need to block it up well if that's what they're doing. I don't think it is.
They're not kicking it.
Yep. Yeah, number 35. Ole Martin Zve. I don't know if that's even remotely close to right, but we're going to get an ole, 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 ole chant going on if he gets this one knocked through. I have a timeout here. But, again, if you're the Eagles, got a chance for a block, scoop and score. And they also have a fake. But old buddy number 35 has shown that he obviously has got the distance.
He's shown that he's got the boot. As a couple of his kickoffs have almost went through the uprights. This is about 50 yards shorter than that.
Yeah, chip shot. But a lot of things, a lot of things in motion.
Yeah.
Got to get the snap, got to get the hold, got to get the placement.
Yeah, there's a lot of big guys you got to block.
Got to block. It's got to go through. And I'm guessing that Coach Hoppus and crew, they probably have seen this, probably worked on it a little bit in practice. But we've been calling these games for quite a while. This is the first time that we've seen somebody line up for a field goal. And the speedster Whitty is in free safety position. McManus not lined up to go after it.
Yeah, with Wes Anderson as the holder, you always got to think that he could potentially be.
Oh, and that should have been blocked, but it wasn't. Ball can be picked up here. Not picked up. It did cross into the end zone is what they're saying, so they're saying it's a dead ball touchback situation. I don't know that everybody agrees with that, as that would have been 6 points for the Eagles. I have to think that can we get that on the HCI instant replay?
That looks like the end of the first half.
We don't have that one on the instant replay. I don't know if it was blocked or what exactly happened. I don't know that it made it all the way into the end zone.
All we know is they did not get the 3 points.
It's tied, 22-22. And I'm hungry.
I'm also hungry.
There's a Joe Allen Canton Lockers hot dog calling my name. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to step aside, let you get some popcorn, get loaded and reloaded and all that good stuff. We'll be back for second half action. This one's 22-22. just letting them air in, I think.
Yeah, I got to set up. I'm going to demo dinner farm. I'm hunting tomorrow night. Probably should hunt, but. Wes ever get a camera set up at Gary's?
Yeah.
Seen anything?
We checked the other night. There was $2 and a couple does on there.
Was it that same buck that I showed you? Yeah.
Gary's?
Yeah. That one on there you saw?
No. The little, 2 little ones.
He's the only one I've seen. Maybe that and a little 4-pointer or something.
Canton-Galva. This Wednesday, the community members are
At any rate, we saw a field goal attempt, so that was entertaining. Keaton, what'd you learn?
Well, I learned that I think they said it wasn't blocked, but it went into the end zone, and any ball into the end zone is dead. So they called it into the end zone. Some people didn't think it went into the end zone, but ultimately they called it in the end zone, which is dead.
And even if they didn't, they blow the whistle, then it's dead as soon as the whistle blows. So it goes to the inadvertent whistle situation. So really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anyway. Ended the game, ended the half 22-22. What a fun one we had so far. I think it's going to do nothing but be entertaining all the way through. So hopefully you got your popcorn filled up. You're ready for the second half action in about 90 seconds. Going to be a good one. It is a good one.
This is a good one.
It's a darn good one. Hey, real quick, let's talk about HCI. HCI Home Communications Incorporated out of Galva. We had a little hiccup here with our video feed, and that was one of our own cords here from the production crew. Had nothing to do with that fantastic internet service that they provide in central Kansas. Great, great, great people that work there, always doing stuff for the community. So if you don't get your internet from HCI, you're missing out. If you don't have your home security system through HCI, well, you're darn sure missing out.
Yep.
They can do anything from smoke detectors that call the fire department, freezer detection.
Alarms.
If your freezer stops working and it's full of beef from Joe Allen at Canton Lockers, you don't want that to go to waste. It'll set off an alarm. Obviously, the doorbell ringer thingamajiggers that everybody's got, they've got them too, and they support the local kids, the community. I can't remember the last time that Ring ever was mentioned at a high school football game in a positive manner. Nothing against them, but they just don't support the local communities like your local businesses. So support your hometowns, support HCI. Old Bigfoot Ole about to kick this one off. We are underway in second half action. McManus catches it at the goal line. He's got a chance to return it here. Going right up the middle. He's going to get well past the 15 all the way out to the 24-yard line. So a great return there. Gets the Eagles a much better field position to start this second half.
Yeah, and it looks, well, a little slow getting up was number 35. The kicker himself. A little slow getting up after that one. Eagles get the ball 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line to start this second half.
Yeah, they were stagnant in their last two possessions to close out. Whitty and McManus in the backfield. Lead run here for McManus. Going to pick up 5 minutes, call it 6.
On the carry for the Eagles, brought down by number 30, Combs for the Wildcats.
Ball's going to be placed. This is going to be 5-yard gain here. Ball's going to be at the 29-yard line. I look for a heavy dose of number 3 throughout the rest of this contest.
Looking at Jaden Ediger, you know he's dinged up a little bit. I'm sure they had some talk at halftime. Say, hey, can you go? Are you going to be 100%? Obviously, he's dealing with an ankle injury like he had earlier this year. So, looks like they're going to be going to number 3, Lane McManus, this second half to lead the Eagle offense.
Yeah, Whitty there carried. Going to get a first down for the Eagles. There once was a bumper sticker that said that, Coach. We're not going to say it over the YouTube, but you are not wrong. Eagles just line up, hand the ball off, let the big fellas eat up front, and then break one, as we saw Leighton Whitty do with 51 seconds on the clock. In quarter number 2, goes 65 yards. Just like that, he can break one anytime. Body slammed here by number 12, QB1 Wes Anderson. But an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, Canton-Galva showing that they can drive. They can drive the football with the run game here, with a consistent drive, as they keep running it for 5+ yards so far every play of this drive.
Yeah, the 2 running backs, as we've mentioned, average 14 yards per touch. As we're at 16 seconds on the play clock. Eagles keep looking over to the sideline, but plenty of time here Fake here. Woody keeps the ball. He's going to go left side. Lowers his shoulder. Runs over a fella. Excuse me, that was McManus. 5-yard gain. First down for the Eagles. Ball's going to be at the 33-yard line. Great way to open up this second half.
Yeah, showing that they can run the ball, which, I mean, they showed in the first half too, but just coming out with this energy and making consistent yards, getting new sets of downs as they have 1st and 10 here.
Yeah, stay in front of sticks. Never even get to 3rd down so far. That's can be demoralizing. Pull here. That's a great – he was hit first by number 14, Ty Smith, but able to break free from that tackle. And we did not see that very often in that first half because that was a 5-6 yard difference there. As he was 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, picks up 3. It's a great run there. And really kind of one of the first broken tackles of substantial contact that we've seen by this Eagles offense. Pull goes right up the middle.
Yeah, and that's going to be a face mask.
Yep.
Which honestly might not be a bad penalty for them there because that face mask slowed him down a lot. Could have been 6. So that penalty might have prevented a touchdown. Not saying it did, but.
Yeah, Woody's gimpy, though.
Against the Wildcats, but not before 14 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
Yeah, and I think they only called that a 5-yard variety.
Looked like that face mask was 5 yards, and it's Eagles football.
Probably could have been. It was close to the personal foul one. Wouldn't have mattered a lot. Would have been half the distance. More lead run.
24. Yeah, Trent Harden able to trip that one up.
It still falls forward for a long 2, short 3.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
So this has been McManus and Woody in the backfield with QB1 Edgar, number 5, out here at the wide receiver to the right. And he can catch the football. Wide tight end is going to be open, but we're going to miss him. Intercepted here. Able to run it back. That's Loizo and wide open. But Woody unable to get it to him. So the Eagles have tried to get cute a couple times here, and it's not worked.
Yeah.
Just smash mouth football was working, and that play was wide open.
1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 19.
And it's easy to armchair quarterback this thing and armchair coach it, but
yeah, Eagles gonna have to show up here on defense.
Yeah, sudden change here. See what the defense can do. Not a huge deal in 8-man football because most of the players stay out there the whole time. Wes throws the football, connects the football. Still running. Great play by Carter Olson.
Anderson's pass to Olson is
what a play there, breaking tackles. And that's that sudden change just talked about. The Eagles just didn't tackle. They were, I don't know if they're still in offensive mode, hanging their heads just a little bit because of the turnover, first turnover of the game. Eagles have got to figure out a way to respond here as it's 1st and 10 from the 15. Wildcats threatening. But, you know, kind of a lack of enthusiasm over there on the defensive side. Well, hitch and go here, and he's wide open, and he catches it. 4-6 for the Eagles.
Yeah,
Trent Harden.
Number 5, Jaden Edgar in coverage just isn't. He's not as quick as he was, obviously, before he got a little dinged up, as that receiver was wide open there.
Yeah, and he's gotten behind him several times tonight, and this time they connect. 4-6. So the Eagles were driving and threatening, and 2 plays later, the Wildcats have 6 on the board. Now, again, we've talked about this throughout the night. These 2 points are extremely important. Pass once again. He had his man open. That's the first big miss we've seen by Anderson.
Yeah, that was, as he had his guy open in the end zone and just missed.
Yeah, you have to wonder if he didn't expect him to continue on his route. He just sat down in an open spot there, and it really looked like pitch and catch for 2, but it was a miss. Now we saw Ole not able to quite get it into the end zone with this wind. McManus is obviously extremely dangerous back there. I don't know the last 2 games if he's got 3 or 4 kickoff returns for touchdown or in punt return, special teams touchdowns, let's call them.
Yeah, he's definitely a weapon there as returnman. Got a bunch of big guys in front of him blocking too on those. So if he can get one of these received, he's definitely a weapon. But like you said, they have a weapon and a kicker too that will likely put it into the end zone.
This kickoff brought to you by Pizza Hut. Reminding you, nobody out, Pizza's the Hut. How you like that one?
That was good.
That was pretty good. Took me all season to come up with that one.
I could go for some wings.
Yeah, that's the best part of a bird. If you're going to have to eat bird, put lots of sauce on it, and then dip it in more sauce. It's the only way to eat it.
Bake it in sauce, dip it in more sauce.
Put bacon around it, too.
There you go. Oh,
Holy Toledo.
That's not.
It's deep, and I don't think it's playable, folks.
Kick goes through the end zone, and it'll be Eagles
football,
1st and 10 from their own 15.
Obviously, we want this. This is a CG Eagles broadcast, but kind of like I want to see him try and kick another field goal at some point.
Yeah,
really don't want it to be the game winner. Maybe a game tire.
He's got the ability.
That would make me kind of happy if he gets the opportunity to kick a game tire at the end of the game, and then the Eagles have the opportunity to go win it. But that kid can kick. Quarterback keep up the middle. Hit first by number 10, Brock Armstrong.
McManus on the carry, brought down by number 10, Brock Armstrong. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Eagles.
See what the Eagles do here, as they still have Edgar in the ball game. Eagles taking their time getting the play in. McManus and Whitty. McManus with the White Sox. Whitty keeps it. Going to be hit hard. Edgar, excuse me. Edgar back in at Q.
Edgar on the carry for the Eagles. Brought down by.
Yeah, going to be 3rd and a long 4 here.
We'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
So, Eagles again, 3rd down, 4 to go. Taking their time, getting the play in. McManus to the right of Edgar. Going to pass here. Got his man right at the sticks. He's going to get the line to gain. Be a 1st down. I think Whitty was a reception.
4 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
Eagles just need to drive this football. Just 5-6 yards at a time. Go get 6.
Yeah. Last drive they were very good at that all the way up until the end, obviously, but just playing some smash mouth football, run it right down the middle, keep the ball on the ground. Obviously, Eagles have some guys dinged up, and
Edgar's hobbled.
They just got to do what they can with what they got.
McManus, and then he's going to be hit hard. Holy cow, that was the Leazo. Not much doing there for the Eagles. McManus as Loizo closed the gap quick. Big stick there. Dylan Cherry's coming in. Extra blocker. Yeah, kind of look for this. Edgar's, he's got a significant hitch in his get-along. So Cherry now in. Blowing up the play.
McManus on the carry, brought down by number 24, Harden for the Wildcats.
Was Trent Harden breaking through the line of scrimmage. O-line had a leak in it.
Yeah, there was a gap.
Third down, 10 to go.
3rd and 10 here for the Eagles. See what they draw up. Edgar back in at Q. McManus behind him in the backfield. Look for them to possibly hand it off to him.
Edgar's going to throw, and he overshoots his man. He's just not on tonight, folks. That ankle is bugging him, and the Eagles surely are going to punt here. 4th and 10 from the 25. But Loizo going to go back for the Wildcats. If I'm the Eagles, I'm trying to get it away from him. Kick it to the sideline if at all possible. Not give that guy the opportunity to house one. Wind's at their back. Kind of a little bit now. Crosswind blowing from the far sideline toward us. Gets all of it into the air. A decent roll. Really a pretty good punt.
Yeah.
Loizo didn't get the opportunity to return it. We had guys down there, even if he would have tried to catch it, to field it or to cover. So pretty good punt there by the Eagles. But a good defensive stand by the Wildcats of Frankfort. Now the Eagles' defense has to answer. We are all the way down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. That's kind of impressive. The Eagles, chewed up a bunch of clock there only to throw an interception in the red zone. Frankfort took 2 plays, got 6 points. Pass once again, wide open once again. Then Olsen's going to make a cut. Make another cut. He's going to find the pay dirt.
Anderson's pass to Olsen is complete. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The hometown team is a little bit stunned right now.
Yeah, they are. Our secondary is just getting beat, and it's hard to make an open field tackle after you're trying to recover from getting blown on a route. And
it is a wide football field at 40 yards and only 8 guys out there. When you're on an island out there by yourself, it's even wider, and it's lonely. Two-point conversion pending right here. He can just walk in. And he does. Does Wes Anderson.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
Well, the coaches for the Eagles need to do something here to let the fellas know, hey, it's only 14-point difference here.
Absolutely.
We can score in 10 seconds. It's far, far, far from over. But everybody's attitude's going to have to change just a little bit. And it's just that little bit of momentum. So we now see a shot of the student section. Kind of a wobbly shot. Apologize for that. We saw Ole kick it deep out of the back of the end zone into the wind. It's actually shifted now to where you would consider it slightly at his back. It's now coming out of the southeast, so.
Yeah, I definitely look for this one to go into the end zone.
As we look at the field, as you look at the field, the wind is blowing from our right to the left and slightly into the face of the home team. Crowd.
Back deep for your Eagles, number 3, Lane McManus.
Flag looks to be about, I'd call it about a 16-mile-an-hour wind.
Sure.
Hey, you should be able to judge that.
Yeah.
They teach you that in pilot school, or is that like flying 201 and you're not to the 200 level classes yet?
They pretty much just tell you what it's doing.
Oh. Okay. Well, here we go. Big foot for the Wildcats. McManus deep for the Eagles. McManus is not going to get the opportunity. Did it go through the uprights?
Yeah,
Split the uprights.
I think it was about dead center as well.
The end zone, and the Eagles will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 15.
Hey, Sports in Kansas and K-Preps, y'all might want to check this kid out. He's got a chance to go play on Saturdays if he wants to. Let's see what Coach Hoppa styles up here. As the Eagles, really for about the last 5 possessions, 6 possessions have been turned away. Opening half drive looked extremely promising. With a big dose of that. Hand it off. Let McManus do what McManus does, and that's go get first downs.
15 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
I said it last time. I expect to see a whole bunch of 3 and a little bit of 2, and now I really expect that.
Yeah.
McManus to the left of Ediger. Fake. I'm going to try and throw it once again, off once again.
Ediger's pass to Whitty falls incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down for the Eagles.
So it'll be 2nd down, 10. Sounds like we've got a football game going underneath the stands as well. Or a lot of screaming kids. Give this to McManus right up the middle. Going to pick up 1. Nice tackle there. Led by number 42. Wyatt Keller. We haven't called his name much. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Tough spot here. You just get behind the sticks with that incomplete pass on first down. Clock's ticking, under 4 minutes to go in period number 3. And another hole in the offensive line. Number 10 filled it. Brock Armstrong, the tackler for the Wildcats. 4th down, 8 to go.
It'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Eagles.
I'm almost thinking Hoppus is going to roll the dice.
Yeah, I think you have to. For the sake of momentum and the sake of obviously getting points on the board. You don't want to just hand the ball over to this Frankfort Wildcat offense that's been proven to be hot.
10 seconds on the play clock. Not a spot where you really want to be rushing your play. We're down to 2. Going to try to pass. Not going to be there. It's going to be picked off. That's number 12, Wes Anderson, with the interception. This coaching staff has done phenomenal for the last 8 years for Canton-Galva, and I'm not going to second guess them at all.
Wildcats from the Eagles 16.
Defense has got to do something here. Trailing by 14. Yet to score in the second half have the Eagles. Kudos to this Frankfort Wildcats defense. 2 interceptions so far in this quarter. Lateral here to Loizo. Running hard, falls forward.
Anderson's pass to Loizo is complete. He's brought down by number 3, Elaine McManus.
See Collins get up, kind of like what's going on, motion here.
For the Wildcats.
See if the leaders of this team, the senior heavy team, can't rally the troops.
Yeah. 2nd and 4 here for Frankfort.
Get something cooking. Just 2 down linemen or 2 guys with their hands on the ground for the defense. Eagles.
Ball's on
the ground. The Eagles have it. The Eagles have it.
It's Eagles.
The Eagles have it.
Yeah, that was just a bad snap.
It hit him in the butt cheeks.
Yeah, it did hit him in the butt cheeks.
Right there in the gluteus maximus. We got it on the HCI instant replay. We're both centers here, and this is a errant situation.
Yeah, it just hit him there in that padding.
He didn't. I don't know. It was almost like he was snapping it to him under center, but obviously he didn't feel a hand on said gluteus maximus. That was just a mental error there, giving the Eagles hope and life. A lot of time left on here as we go pitch left. Well defended there by the Frankfort Wildcats. That HCI instant replay of the turnover was a good one. Way to have that one dialed up, Coach. Appreciate you guys down there in the booth, down in the truck. In case y'all are wondering, the truck is underneath the bleachers at an 8-man football game. We got cords running everywhere. We got football going here. We got guys going right up the middle being tackled, led by number 24, Trent Harden. 3rd down. Let's call it 6. 5 and a really long 5 or a short 6.
3rd and 5 for the Eagles.
Yeah, this Wildcats defense has looked really good this second half. Obviously, keeping Canton-Galva from scoring so far in this 3rd quarter.
Ediger at the wide right position.
Play clock at 10.
Quarterback keep, makes a man miss. Doesn't make number 2 tackler miss. I believe that was.
On the carry, brought down by number 35, Suave, for the Wildcats.
Well, Eagles have it 4th down, 5, 6 to go, somewhere in there. Got blessed with a turnover here to keep the ball or get the ball back. They're going to keep the offense out there. What do you think here?
I don't know. This is definitely risky. We've tried it twice already. It hasn't worked, but, you know.
Hero or zero with the play call. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Empty backfield here. Edgar set the pass. Does so. Pass is complete. What a tremendous 2nd and 3rd effort. And
he got it.
I thought where the stripes was set that he wasn't going to give it to him, but the 2nd and 3rd effort there by Leighton Whitty. If the Eagles are able to get back in this one, go back to that play. Like I said, hero or zero. And offensive coordinator turns into hero on that one. Blessed by an effort by Leighton Whitty. Going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. It's 22-36. Frankfort. The folks that traveled down 99 to get here, they lead 36-22. Want to thank our sponsors again, like our State Bank of Canton, bringing each and every Eagle touchdown. Main Street Bar and Grill in Canton, proudly displaying this Eagles broadcast. Remind you, tomorrow night, Sam Schultz, after the Halloween Hangover Demo Derby at 3 o'clock, the after party, and delicious food, by the way. I don't know if they're going to have a special, but they got wings up there. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know. I've had them. Quite good.
Delicious. Dipping sauces are good. They got cheeseburger. They got one called the Bullfighter. That one's a little warm for me. They got one called the Bulldogger. Perfect. But if you like one with a little extra kick, get the Bullfighter. Anyhow, that's going on at Main Street Bar and Grill right here in Canton, Kansas. Canton Lockers, Joe Allen. Again, if you're not having prime rib from Joe Allen at Thanksgiving, you're just weird. MCDS, serving those with disabilities since 1974. Go find their goods at the Sunflower Mercantile right there on Main Street in McPherson. Of course, HCI, none of this would be possible without one of the founding sponsors of this program, our friends at HCI and Pizza Hut. Nobody out pizzas the Hut. With 2 locations in McPherson, 1 in Hillsboro, your local partners, we thank them for all of their support. And as well as McManus Duplication and Fulfillment, our newest broadcast sponsor right here in Canton, Kansas. Find them. Just Google them. If you need something printed up, some CDs made, they can do it for anybody in the world. Action here. Going to air it out. Going to way overthrow his man. And right there, step for step, was number 14, Ty Smith. Going to be pretty hard to complete one over him.
Yeah, Ty Smith showing that he's got some wheels as well, defending that play. Obviously a little bit overthrown there. Number 2, Leighton Whitty, was the intended receiver.
It was just hanging limp. I was looking for a yellow flag. Sorry.
So second down, 10 to go. Ball is at the 25-yard line.
I'll make that Old Glory, if you would please. Just Old Glory.
Wide receivers right and left for the Eagles. Fake to McManus in the backfield. Whitty's going to be hit hard. Popping up is Ty Smith. Or excuse me, that's 24. Harden, I thought it was 14, but Trent Harden doing work, making it 3rd and 9+ for the Eagles. Ball is barely across the 25-yard line. Eagle fans starting to rally the troops a little bit. Student section standing on their feet. Edgar going to pass here. Finds his man, McManus. Going to be wrestled out of bounds by number 6, Loizo. 4th down once again for the Eagles. 4th and, let's call it 2.
Results of the play, 4th and 2 for the Eagles.
Well, I said halfway through the second quarter that the Eagles line could pick up 2 anytime they needed it. And from that point on, they haven't looked quite as good. .14 seconds on the play clock. Now 10.
Yeah, they're going to
Eagles still don't have a play call in. Rushing once again on 4th down. We're at 5, 4. They're going to get this one off. Edgar's going to pass. It's going to be tipped up into the air and going to be intercepted once again. This picked off by Wes Anderson once again. This is number 2 for him. He's going to be tracked down and tackled by Collins. Collins makes a nice play there, but you don't like to see is him put his old face mask on the front of his shoulder pads there. A lot of time left to play here. 11 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, we saw last drive how quickly it can change with the kind of a muff snap for Frankfort. You know, anything can happen, especially with 11 minutes.
Yeah, the Eagles have proven that they can score quick, but Frankfort has obviously proven that they're not what the Eagles have been seeing on the defense. Loizo, the ball carrier here. Dylan Cherry, the tackler for the Eagles, but a pickup of 6. Yeah, let's give him 6, maybe 5. The official bookkeeper's giving him 5. So second down, 5. Ball is at the 8-yard line. A hush comes over this Eagle crowd as they are stunned. Haven't seen this team trail yet at home this season. Snap is to number 10, and he's going to have the first down is Brock Armstrong, but McManus the tackler, but a 1st and goal here from the 2.5.
Results of the play, 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
I'm going to call 2.
And the wind has shifted once again to almost died down to nothing. Ever-changing winds. 1st and goal for the Wildcats Eagles need another one of those muff snaps. Give is right up the middle to number 10, Armstrong. Hit hard, but not before he crossed the end zone. So the Wildcats tack on 6 more. Now lead 42-22 with the 2 points coming. And just like that, this one is getting away from the Eagles.
Yes, it is.
Eagles really, on defense, haven't had an answer for this Wildcats offense. Option play here for the 2-point conversion. Wes Anderson walks in for 2 more points for the Frankfort Wildcats.
It's your Eagles 22 and the Wildcats 44.
So Frankfort has doubled up
Yeah.
CG.
Yeah, I mean, Canton-Galva still has yet to score in the second half. Frankfort's put up 22 so far. Eagles need to get something rolling on offense. They just aren't firing on all cylinders or half the cylinders right now.
Really the body language.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can hear it in our voices too, right? I mean, they just the body language isn't there. And there's so much time left on that clock.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've seen it. He can go 65 yards in about 10 seconds. I expect a kick out of the back. Like if you got like bet MGM or whatever, you like, I don't know what the over under is or what the odds are that this young man's going to put it through the back of the end zone, but I'm going to guess that it's going to be a touchback. Eagles will be 1st and 10 from the 15. If I were a betting person. Looks like I would have won. Probably on a $10 bet, you would have won 50 cents.
Yeah.
Yep. There's always a chance you can slip and fall, but that young man is a weapon for this Frankfort Wildcats squad. All right, CG, I don't know what your best play is, but dial her up right now. Yeah, that was a man in motion that then went towards the line of scrimmage, so I don't know. But what I do know is CG's going the wrong way.
5-yard penalty, be 1st and 15.
And that one was against the superstar Lane McManus as Edgar comes back into the game. So the Eagles need to score 3 times and hold the Wildcats scoreless. Look at that, I did math. Edgar set the pass. Throws into deep traffic there, lucky.
Double coverage, if not triple coverage there in the middle of the field.
Bring up 2nd down for the Eagles.
Yeah, and kind of put his wide receiver in a position where he could have taken one into midsection and knocked all the air out of him, but comes back harmless. 2nd down, 15 to go. I'd like to see a jet sweep here. Something that we really rarely see this offense do. We've seen runs right up the middle, go for 65. We're going to have a timeout here.
Timeout.
Obviously, you got to get the right play called, and can't take another 5-yard penalty here, but that one might hurt them a little bit. We hope it does. We hope that they need that timeout as they get back into this game. 9:29 on the clock. They trail by 22. Now just two timeouts remain, but obviously you got to burn one there and get the right play in.
Yeah, hopefully they're able to draw something up that maybe we haven't shown, or just go back to something that we can rely on. Because, yeah, 2nd and 15 here, we need.
You don't need it all.
You know, you need 7-8 yards to make 3rd down manageable, but we'll see what they decide to do.
Lining up on the ball already before the Wildcats break their sideline huddle. Refs say, okay, now you can play football. Whitty goes in motion. Edgar's in the backfield as the lone quarterback. Pitches it out here. Face mask there. There it got called. The back judge saw it.
There is a flag on the play.
That was a great pitch there, but I mean he got the beanbag to the exact spot where the face mask occurred. Kudos to that guy. Oh, they're going to get the 15-yarder this time. I thought the previous one was worse than that one, but what do I know?
Yeah, maybe on the 3rd one they start.
Right.
They start really calling it.
All right, that's what the Eagles needed. Here we go. Get her rolling. White Hat winds the clock. Eagles need to play with a little urgency. Go a little up tempo. Do a little something to break it up. Going to throw it once again. Edgar's got air under it. Beautifully defended there by Ty Smith.
It was broken up by number 14, Smith, for the Wildcats. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and, you know, we've talked about it on our broadcast. Those of you from Frankfort obviously have never had to listen to us before, but the Eagles for the last 7 years have been absolutely blessed with 2 of the greatest 8-man quarterbacks, especially dual threat, and with 2 of the greatest wide receivers in 8-man football. And they could sure use that precision right now. Nothing against Edgar as he's going to go right up the middle and then takes a shot. Guess who? Oh, that was Whitty that did that, but Loizo, so far the MVP of this game.
Result of the play is 3rd and 1 for the Eagles.
So we're getting a score here. Hanover leads Lebo by 14-0, I believe is that score. 3rd down, 1 to go. And that's a kind of – we're going to throw this one here. Doesn't – going to pick it off again. The Eagles try to get cute once again. Another interception. The 3rd one of the night for Wes Anderson. I might have to recreate my MVP vote and now give it to the quarterback who has 3 interceptions, but he hasn't given up 3. He's gotten 3. The sophomore. 34-28 to score. West Elk over Little River, and I'm also hearing that Mound Ridge is down by 1 score. So some great games going on throughout the area. Got a good one here. Home team on the ropes, though. Loizo stiff-arming guys, breaking free, cutting back across the middle. The Eagles poking at the football, unable to get it away. Now we get a little chippiness here. Blocking far downfield.
On the carry, brought down by number 16, Jory Ratzliff.
Ratzliff, the tackler for the Eagles.
Result of the play, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
K-Prep's bringing us those scores, so if they're not right, blame it on K-Preps. Don't blame it on us. Don't get on the Twitter and say that we don't know what we're talking about. Southeast Saline 20-14 over Kingman. Looks like I'm getting an updated score on the Hanover. Ball's on the ground. Able to get on it is Wes Anderson. I'm getting a score update, a final 30-14.
Yep.
Hanover over Lebo.
30-14, Hanover won.
Results of the play, 2nd and 16 for the Wildcats.
That must have been a 6 o'clock kick as well then. Oh, in a kicking battle, likely. McPherson over Bueller 6-3. Contest that McPherson was victorious on earlier this season. As the sideline tries to get the home team to get back into it. Tough, ripping at the football. Unable to get it wrestled away, though. Thinks he's got it.
Armstrong on the carry. Brought down by Ratzliff and Cherry for the Eagles.
Jory Ratzliff.
Yeah,
That's what this Eagles football team needs.
No quit there, as Jory was fighting for that football.
Yeah, just a little attitude like that from Jory Ratzliff, who we've yet to mention. Always like to, it's academics first, and that guy right there is a scholar. He's liable to go to MIT or someplace like that. Likes to play the game of football. Looks like Frankfort's going to let this play clock wind down to 0. Right before so, take a timeout as there's just over 6 minutes to play, and they lead by 3 scores. Up 44-22, 3rd down, 15 to go after we come back from this break. We got more scores, Coach? Okay. I'll tell you what I'm interested in. Aquinas over Bishop Miege, 14-0. Yeah, Andel's got their freshman in. Their lead 44-0. Ooh, that one's kind of a Sid Smith Center 27.
Clay Center.
Or Clay Center 27. Heston 0. That's a
Out of the timeout.
All right, here we go. 3rd down, 15 to go. 2 wide receivers to the left in this formation. Faked. A little bit of pressure now. Green grass in front of the quarterback. Tries to throw it to Loizo and finds his man. What a catch.
Oh, I thought he dropped it. He must not have.
No, he fell on his back, kept it up there. Anderson to Loizo. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson is going to, I don't know what league they are in.
Yeah, Twin Valley League. Got Hanover, Axtell, Frankfort, bunch of really good teams.
It's hard to make the first team up there.
Yeah.
That kid's, he's going to make the first team. Ball's on the ground, picks it up, does Anderson, manages to even get it handed off. That was dangerous. Probably needs to just eat that one. It short hopped right into his belly, and he got it, handed it off, but Frankfort's lucky that they didn't put that one on the carpet. 2nd down, 10 to go. Momentum, 100% on the side of the visiting Frankfort Wildcats. Head coach Nick Anderson smartly saying, guys, take your time. Look for him to snap it with about 3 on the play clock. It's now under 5, sends a man in motion. That's Loizo. Going to pitch. Loizo's going to be the lead blocker here. Going to have a touchdown for the Wildcats. Brock Armstrong is in there. Lead blocker, credit, assist to number 6, Lane Loizo. And this ball game is all but out of reach for the home team. Well, we expected a good one, and we had a great one through the first half. And then the Eagles come down and march it right down the field. And then on a trick play, turn the ball over, and it has been all Frankfort Wildcats ever since.
Yeah, I think we've had 3 or 4 turnovers, if not more, from the Eagle
Ball's
offense.
going to be broken up there on the two-point conversion. Yeah, the freshman Custom Champ with that pass breakup. Yeah, I think 4 picks because Anderson's got 3 of them. And I don't believe he was the one that picked off the first one there. I think that was actually Loizo that picked that one off. But I'm sure I'm wrong there. Things that go on, the shenanigans at a high school football game. That's a beautiful shot of the goalpost. The Wildcats have spent a lot of time down there in this second, third, fourth quarter. Well, right now, these 9 seniors that have dedicated a lot of their high school career to this football team, their off season, hitting the weight room basically every day. What a great program they have here. Now down by 28 with seconds ticking away. See what they can't pull up.
Wildcats back deep for your Eagles. Number 3, Lane McManus.
Out of the back of the end zone, this one goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Lane McManus does not get the opportunity to add to his touchdown total on special teams. Well, we talked about it last time. Dial up your best play, and then we ran offside. So we'll see what happens here. 4:37 on the clock. You guys can see that on your screen. Great job by this Canton-Galva broadcasting crew. If you don't follow them on Twitter and you're on the Twitter, go give them a follow. Right up the middle, McManus goes. Hit first by number 33, Carter Olson. Said his name a lot tonight.
Result of the play, 2nd and 7 for the Eagles.
Second down, 8 to go, maybe 7. Long 7, short 8. Edgar back there, McManus to his left right now. Woody and Champ, the wideouts for the Eagles. Edgar off the mark, falls incomplete. Tried to get it to Whitty.
Here's pass to Whitty, falls incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down for the Eagles.
Third down. Still says 7 to go. Eagles trying to dial something up. Obviously the clock stopped, taking their time. Olsen again, the tackler for the Wildcats. So it'll be 4th down. 5 to go. And what a great job by Coach Nick Anderson and this Frankfort Wildcats crew is coming out and stymieing this Eagles offense that has been so electric all season long. Collins goes in motion, now sets up on the right side. Woody now goes in motion. Edgar's going to pass here, does so to Collins, comes back across. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got to the line to gain. I think the Eagles are going to turn it over on downs. I think it's going to be about a yard short.
But it is short of the line to gain.
And so there you have it. Eagles turn it over on downs. And, just what a difference. We go to that field goal to end the first half. And whether or not that ball crossed into the end zone,
Yeah.
we don't know. That's how the refs saw it. That's how it's going to be.
But
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
yeah, ultimately doesn't really.
And then, because it looked like it was going to get returned for 6, but was there a whistle and Frankfort quit playing? Direct snap to Brock Armstrong here, goes around the left side, still running tough, trying to get to the end zone, and he's going to do it.
Armstrong on the carry, touchdown.
Brock Armstrong puts the icing on the cake for the Frankfort Wildcats. Eight-man football is such a game of momentum, and the Eagles got a little bit to close out the first half and then had that football, drove it right down the field and threw an interception. And kind of a little bit of, not an extreme trick play, as Eagles have went quarterback by committee all season long. Stoppage of play here. Gonna have a timeout, Frankfort.
Timeout, Wildcats.
See if Nick Anderson isn't going to get some of his subs in here a little bit, maybe get him a little playoff action. Kind of have to think that might be the only reason that you'd take a timeout in that situation, as they are up by 34 with only 2 minutes 53 remaining on this season for the Canton-Galva Eagles. What a great group of seniors. Can't brag on them enough. And they're going to have a pretty darn good basketball season.
Yeah, definitely.
Look for that. But guys like Leighton Whitty, Lane McManus,
Jaden
Ediger,
White Collins. Yeah, basketball season's gonna be fun, for sure.
Yeah, then we got a kid that just does nothing but shoot buckets. In fact, they've nicknamed him Buckets. And the two-point conversion is good by number 7, Henry Ketter. Kid's getting him a little PT, just a freshman. I'll go through these seniors one more time, though. Leighton Whitty, number 2. It's a great young man. Had him a heck of a season. Him and Lane McManus both averaging 14 yards per carry. Lane McManus, another one of the seniors. Jaden Ediger, number 5, a senior. Joey Ratzlaff, number 16. We saw him as a sophomore and as a junior play wide receiver. Had to switch over and play center. Extremely unselfish thing to do, but it was the best thing for the program. Great young man. Number 22, Wyatt Collins. You just say the name Wyatt Collins, there's enough said right there. Heck of a football career for this Canton-Galva football team. Dylan Cherry, didn't play a lot of football, but this year has done some really great things. Isom, the Iceman Marston, been a part of this program. Hurt his knee last year, went and got it fixed. Been doing a great job up front for the Eagles. And then Ross Burrell, who joined this team this year. Great group of seniors, a lot of memories that they have. Just a heck of a good group of young men. 2:53 on the clock. I'm going to say this goes out of the back of the end zone. He winds up and gets it all. Oh, it's in the end zone. Doesn't go out of the back, but unable to return it is McManus.
It's Eagles football, 1st and 10 from their own 15.
Well, you want to go out on your sword. You want to go out fighting. We'll see what the Eagles can't do here.
Eagles need to get something rolling. We can't. Not that they've given up, but you don't want to go out with a score that doesn't really represent most of the game. You gotta fight through the end and try to get some plays here. Get a new set of downs, and there we go. Nice run up the middle there.
No quitting that guy. We're seeing some
Spanish on the carry for the Eagles.
New numbers out there.
Bring up 2nd and 2.
For the Wildcats. A little frustration starting to boil over in the stands. We're going to have a
run for the Eagles. He's broken out the outside. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, showing you that's exactly what we were talking about. Leighton Whitty getting the State Bank of Canton touchdown right there as he's out of gas, but that's a heck of a young man showing off his wheels once again. Gets her into the end zone for the Canton-Galva State Bank of Canton touchdown. Our friends at State Bank of Canton reminding you to soar to success with the State Bank of Canton. Nice run, Leighton Whitty. Yeah, he's had himself a nice game. Had himself a heck of a season. Yeah, we'll get the old HCI instant replay for Leighton Whitty's another long touchdown. White Collins right up the middle. The senior's not going to get in there. What a stick there. Pretty hard to stand that guy up. Here's the HCI instant replay. Number 2. And then making a man miss. Then able to turn on the Jets. And again, that's against a couple of the backup players, getting some PT in for the Frankfort Wildcats. But we talked about it. It's nice to see. Go out there. Don't give up. Keep fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the kind of effort you want until the clock reads zeros. So shout out to Leighton Whitty and the guys up front blocking that play, not to give up and keep fighting.
Well, you expect an onside kick here.
Absolutely.
Anything's possible in 8-man football. Get an onside kick, go score again, get an onside kick, go score again, get an onside. Yeah.
It could happen.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Oh, yeah, there's always a chance.
Whitty set to kick for the Eagles.
So Leighton Whitty set to kick. We saw Jackson Nightingale hit a perfect onside kick once. So 3 on the left, 4 on the right of the kicker. Can't put everybody on one side anymore. Gets a good hop. And we're gonna house this one. The freshman Henry Ketter just was in on the touchdown. Answers it. That one will make the highlight reel for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good heads-up awareness play there, knowing that you could just run up and catch that ball. And
yeah, I mean, absolutely. You don't expect that from a freshman. Understand exactly. Just go get it and then house it. Well, that was the proverbial nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Frankfort obviously the better team in this second half. This Ketter is going to keep it and get hit, and does get in though.
Yeah, score now 66-28 in favor of Frankfort.
Yeah, game that was tied up 22-22
at half.
At the half, got away from the Eagles here. So Nick Anderson made a few changes at the half, and they worked. Papa Mo went to the visiting sideline and never came back to the home team.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. And Frankfort just started clicking, especially on defense, causing multiple turnovers for the Eagles. holding the Eagles to just one score in the second half, something that's been unheard of all year.
Yeah, and to be completely honest, it was against a few backup players for Frankfort. So we're going to see another touchback here. 2 minutes, 3 seconds remain.
For the Wildcats. Back deep for the Eagles, number 3, Lane McManus.
Lane's 5 yards deep in the end zone. If you're the kickoff team for Frankfort, you're like, yeah, sure, put me in, coach. I'm not going to have to do anything. Knuckleball here. Lane keeps it out of the end zone. And then gets taken out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Pretty athletic move, just to keep it out of the end zone.
Yeah.
So the Eagles have 1:57 remaining in this season. Season that is going to come down. Finish it up with just 2 losses. The first game and the last game. And a heck of a season in between them. Really only one bad half of football, and that's this half that we're watching right now. McManus is going to get to the left side, going to be taken down by, looks like, number 14. That's Ty Smith.
Result of the play is second down, 2nd and 4.
It'll be 2nd and 4 here for the Eagles.
And it looks like Smith's got the majority of his starters, or excuse me, Nick Anderson's got the majority of his starters out there still. Right up the middle as McManus lowers his shoulder. Gets right at the line to gain.
McManus on the carry for the Eagles. 5 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
So another first down for the Eagles. Just 68 seconds remain in the contest. Take this opportunity to wish the Frankfort Wildcats nothing but luck as their season is going to continue on, as it looks like they're going to take on Hanover next weekend.
Yeah, that's an in-league opponent. Play each other every year.
Yeah, so a team that's extremely familiar with each other.
The winner of that probably playing Axtell, who they've all played each other already this year.
Whitty keeps. Going to be stopped at the line to gain, and a textbook tackle there.
Whitty on the carry, 12 yards on the play. Good for an Eagles.
That's the freshman Ketter once again. And I think that's going to be the end of this ball game. One heck of a season by these Canton-Galva Eagles. One heck of a career by these seniors. I don't know. They've got, about 6 losses, maybe 7 on their resume. On behalf of the Eagle fans, we want to say thank you to those seniors for bringing us some great, great, great football. We appreciate each and every one of you. We wish you guys nothing but luck, as there might be a couple of them continue on their football career, but the majority of them going to hang up the cleats until it comes time to play baseball, then break out a little different set. But we say thank you to them and the coaches for all their hard work. We say thank you to this Canton-Galva broadcast crew for doing such a fantastic job. We say thank you to the sponsors that make it all happen. And we want to say congratulations to the Frankfort Wildcats. One heck of a football game, one heck of a half you just put on. Go give Hanover heck, and then go give Axtell even more heck. And, yeah, I mean, they're a juggernaut. But, hey, anything can happen. Go get them, guys. And with that, go Eagles.